Hello. Tonight I am doing something brand new. I am trying out a new segment. We'll see how you guys like it. I am going to tell love stories from couples that I meet here on my page. I met someone recently and she said that her story was a little bit interesting. And so I want to give her an opportunity. I invited her to come on and share. And shockingly, she said yes. And hopefully, this will start a trend. Hopefully, more of you guys will be comfortable coming on and telling your story. The reason I want to do this is because I want you guys to feel encouraged. I want you to know that love is possible. And so by hearing different stories, I pray you find it encouraging. All right, guys, they're going to be joining us in just a second. So drop your city and state. Let me know where you're watching from. If this is your first live stream, comment newbie so we can shout you out. And if you're an OG, drop OG so we can thank you for coming back. Anyway, guys, do you have an interesting story? Make sure you DM me and let me know that you do. And I will invite you, chances are, to join and share. All right, got an internet issue. Sorry, guys. We have our first check-in. We have someone checking in from Charlotte. We have Zen Diamond saying that she is an OG. Nice to see you. Lovely, lovely. We'll join, guys, as soon as they come on. Okay, and I should have asked her if she's going to come from her page or her guy's page so I know who to look for. We have Long Beach in the house. Hey, you know I'm always biased. That's where I was born. We have an OG from Long Beach. Where else are you guys watching from? You guys, shockingly, I have the most followers in New York. And so even though I do events in Atlanta and Dallas, I need to really get out to New York. People keep saying, when are you going to come out here to New York? I don't know how. Whatever reason, Instagram suggests me to New Yorkers a lot. All right, she said she's coming on. I've got my messages pulled up here. Oh, perfect. She's here. All right, darling. So tap the little button down below. That looks like a camcorder with a plus sign on there. Oh, you know what? It looks like in the house. Hey. New York, New Jersey, OG. Nice, nice. Welcome. You guys dropped some hearts. We have Angel and Bryan joining us. And I want to say this is our first IG live stream.
How you doing?
Wait, I think I'm doing something wrong. Okay, let me see. Okay.
Yay.
We did it.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Hi, good to see you. Can you guys tilt up just a little bit? It moves things around when there are two people.
Okay.
When there are there we go. There we go.
Is that better?
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having your phone propped up.
No
Welcome.
problem.
They're dropping
Hello.
you guys hearts so you guys can feel comfortable.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
You
Thank you
guys
so
just
much.
bombard them with lots of love, lots of hearts. Thank you for coming on. Is this your first Instagram live stream?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I feel so honored that you chose my platform. Thank you.
Girl, I hope we just don't say nothing stupid. I just hope we don't say nothing stupid.
You can always just accidentally hit the X. Oh, they're gone, guys.
Yeah, that's all.
That's a good plan.
Must be that Wi-Fi down there, you know. Well, thank you so much for being a guinea pig. I was just saying before you guys came on, I don't know if you heard, but a lot of people, you know, I slide in DMs when they follow me, and so I want to know their status, just like what I did with Angel. And a lot of people are feeling discouraged. They're feeling super discouraged. You know, I'm too old, or I'm too this, I'm too that. The men just aren't this or that. And I think that sometimes just hearing other people's love stories, it can kind of encourage people, you know, and let them know that, hey, you don't have to be this, you don't have to be that. It just, love just will find you. So I'm glad that you're willing to come on and share your story.
No problem.
So I'm going to introduce you guys. You're welcome to say as little or as much as you want to about where
No
you're
problem.
from. Okay, you can say U.S. if you want. Look, we will not get all in your business.
I understand.
But we have Angel and Bryan. So you guys want to tell where you guys are
Well, I'm
from?
from North New Jersey, born and raised.
Newark, New Jersey. And I'm originally from South Carolina, but moved to North Carolina. So that's where I currently reside for the last, I don't know, about 10 years now.
Okay. Well, very nice.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to get into my question.
Okay,
So
let's
how did
go.
you guys meet? That's what I love asking people. How did
Actually,
you meet?
TikTok.
Oh,
TikTok.
see, y'all don't be
TikTok brought us
on these
together.
apps. Okay. So
Yeah.
what's the story? I got to get all the juicy details.
Okay. I was just going through a
Okay.
breakup.
Okay.
So it was a couple of months before I got myself together, and I was like, let me just go out and just somebody told me about TikTok. So I let me just go up there and just see what it's like. So when I finally got, well, you know how you go through a breakup, you don't feel like yourself. So when
Mm-hmm.
you do feel yourself, you start buying clothes, you start feeling like yourself again. So I was like, you know what? Let me post a little picture of something. So I felt like
Oh,
myself. So she started liking little pictures here and there. We never talked, but we just became friends over just liking the pictures off of that
okay.
alone.
Okay.
And that's just
And I'm kind of opposite because I was very private about my
Mm-hmm.
life. And then I'm going to tell my age, but so when I turned 40 at the time, I felt freedom. And then every year into my 40s, I started to be like, you know what, why am I hiding? You know, I'm not doing anything to anybody. You know, it's not fair to myself or the world not to know how happy I am. So then, you know, I would say, what, about 45 did I meet you?
yeah.
Yeah, about 45. I saw his post on TikTok, and I love men who can dress. Let me just tell you, it is a thing, men. Please get yourself together. Um, but he got a different funky little style, and his personality is like flashy but humble. Humble, like
Okay.
he's kind of humble, and I kind of like that. And I'm a bubbly person, and he's Newark, and so I saw one of his posts, and it was I know the one that I like the most. It was, you know how I'd be like, and the sun is gonna shine on me or something like that,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, he got a little personality, so let me go ahead and like that one, and then.
And we just kept going back and forth like liking each other pictures. And then one day it got a I don't know who hit inbox or what.
Oh, you know.
Well, it was the inbox.
I-
It was the inbox exchange, and it was just like a hello, like I like your
Oh, wait a
sneakers, you
minute.
know.
We're not gonna gloss past that. Who slid in? Who's DM? Who was the first? Who was the bold one?
I was,
Who stepped with the New York?
Okay.
I
Okay,
was,
I'll say, come
I
on
went
now.
there and
But
said,
I was
I
waiting
was.
though. I was waiting. Let me
Okay, what
just
it
say.
was, we sneakerheads. So she had some sneakers she wore. And
Okay,
it was just
okay.
like, wow, okay. Like I love those, like, and it was just like, okay, he slid in my DM. So it's like, good morning. It started like that, like good
Good
morning.
morning.
Okay, I gotta jump in here. Guys, I got the coach hat on. Ladies, we're gonna
Yes,
pick. Like when you got the chicken or the turkey, you start picking the meat off. We gotta
exactly,
dissect
exactly.
this so that my singles can, understand. Now, ladies, we can let our presence be known. Hello, hello.
Hey,
That's what her
girl.
little light was, right? She's like, I'm not thirsty. I'm just letting you
That
know that the
part.
beverage
I don't
is.
know.
I'm aware,
Yes,
right?
Right.
So
yes.
she just did her little thing. And then if he was not feeling, himself, or he wasn't confident, he might have just been like, well, maybe she's not going to respond, or maybe I'm going to be. He could have thought himself out of a situation. But we like
That
those
part.
men who,
Yes,
they speak from their chest. They step
yes,
forward. They're not afraid of rejection, because she could have told him to go somewhere, but they
Mhm.
didn't.
Yeah.
It worked out. So I just
yes,
want you
yes.
guys a little takeaway. Don't be afraid to let your presence be known, ladies. Get on his radar. And the beautiful thing about doing it lightly is that if you weren't feeling her, it wouldn't have been an obvious curve. It would have. She could have justified
Right.
it like, well, I mean, he probably could read into it. A lot of people probably like his stuff, whatever. But when a
Yeah,
woman is too aggressive and it's like, didn't you see I like
yeah,
your picture? Then it puts the
yeah,
guy in a
yeah,
position where it's like, I didn't want to reject you, but now it just becomes awkward.
But it was very innocent though, because I'm one of those people. I believe in always appreciating people, whether it's a man or a woman. If you're dope, I'm going to be, oh, that's dope. I'm not going to be like, oh, you know, making it too
Yeah,
much. But I am going to be like, oh, that's dope. And I just liked his like energy and the songs he chose. I was like, oh yeah, that's
I
cool.
like
You know. And then
that.
after a while, I was like, oh, okay then. All right. And I ain't seen no women all on
Lurking
the stuff.
around.
So,
Mm-hmm.
I had to do the check. I was like, okay, check. He's not always at a club, so that's
Uh-huh.
good.
Gentlemen,
He's
we
not.
pay attention to stuff. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't see a bunch of homie pictures and all that stuff. That's a red flag for me. I ain't doing it. So that's just a personal preference, people. Um, so all of those things made me be like, oh, okay. And then he had like subliminal messages in like every one of his posts. Like he was like, you know how a person be like, you just need to cheer a person on. Not saying he was sad, but just like, you know what, you got it. You dope. You a dope person, like
Oh,
type of like thing like that. And that's what made me be like, oh, okay. I couldn't tell
yeah.
every single thing, but I like his energy kind of came through
Okay.
what he was
I
doing.
like that. We got a first comment. It said they are cute together.
Ah,
Congratulations, y'all. Heart hands.
thank you,
Love.
thank
Yes.
you.
Okay. Yes, we do love to represent Black love. I will say this. Some people poo poo, and yes, I use the word poo poo dating apps. You know, oh, it's just, or some people poo poo social media. And my thing is this: on the other end of the device is a human. These are not
Yes,
bots. These are not AIs. These are
Yeah.
actual people. So I don't
Yeah.
get
yes,
how someone could talk about a medium as though the medium itself somehow brings weirdos out. Like everyone is allowed to be on there. Normal people, weirdos, all of them.
whatever
There
you
are
are,
no
whoever you
criminals.
are. It's
Right.
just up to us
So
to weed them out. We got to weed them out. That's all.
facts.
We got to
What y'all
weed them
saying,
out.
man?
And
I'm
it
just
takes
saying.
time. It's just not just one little thing. You got to take time to really talk. It ain't about the first phone, giving out the phone numbers. It's about seeing
That
their
part.
pictures and seeing what they're doing. And
That
you
part.
can read through pictures and lies and all these pictures. You can read through all them TikTok things. But
Yeah.
like I said, her picture is so genuine. It was home. She was always home. She
Always
was
home.
always
Oh.
eating. She was out eating. She was with a daughter. She with a
Yeah.
sister. They had
She wasn't sitting
concerts.
at home.
They,
Mm-hmm.
they had concerts and things. So that's like, yo, that's the kind of life like ain't no like I say, ain't no dudes, ain't no butts out, ain't no shaking, ain't none of that. It was just like a grown woman that was about her business.
Okay, so we got to unpack this now. We're going to unpack this turkey leg. So,
Uh-oh.
ladies, those of you who say, oh, it's just my social media, I don't take it that seriously, or guys be like, it's not that serious if I post stupid memes or whatever, do not post something that doesn't represent you. This is your brand, whether you are in
Yes,
business or not. It is
yes,
your brand.
yes,
And so, if
yes.
she was out here like, oh, I'm just having a hot girl summer, well, she's going to give off hot girl summer vibes.
She was,
And if she
I
was
was not gonna deal with it.
facts,
I was not gonna deal with it.
a real
I
man
wasn't.
who's interested in something serious, he's not going to
Mm-hmm.
want a woman who at least appears for the streets. So if you try to justify it and say, oh, well, this was just us having fun, or this was just me feeling myself in my photo, you have to look at it through the eyes of a man. He doesn't know you from a hole in the wall. And so
Mm-hmm.
whatever image you're putting out there,
Yeah,
and the
yeah,
other thing, we'll
yeah.
give a little secret giveaway that I coach with my ladies in my counseling and my classes, is that no man wants a woman who's just sitting at home cross stitching. Like, no, he wants to see that you have some sort of a pulse. You know, you're not
Right.
waiting for
Yes,
him to make sure
yes,
everything's all right.
yes.
Because some women, let's be honest, they're sitting at home with their cats and they think, oh, when I get a man, I'm going to go out and explore the city. When I get a
Mm-hmm.
man, I'm going to go and do that hike I've been wanting to do. Don't wait for a guy. Not saying be hyper independent, but just have
Yeah.
a life
All
so he doesn't feel
right.
like he has to be your whole social schedule, your whole social calendar. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to let y'all live. So you slid in the DM. Did we come in on some flirtation? Did we come in with some like neutral friend vibes?
Not
Did
at
we do some
all.
grand rising?
Actually,
What's
we came in as like real friends.
Real,
okay?
real.
Like we never knew each other. Like it was never no. She didn't say she like I thought she was always going. I thought where I was from, I was gonna talk about sex or talk about trying to get. Or no, I was just talking
Mm-hmm.
about my life, my job. Like I'll FaceTime while I'm
Real
at
stuff.
work. Like real stuff. That's real
Yeah.
conversation. We sneakerheads, so we talk about the sneakers we got, and it's just like a real genuine friendship. Like for months, it was like a real friend. Like I had somebody I could really talk to about everything at that moment. And she ain't know nothing, but she never judged. But it was just the point of having somebody I could really talk to. And I don't think that was the best thing in my life. At that moment, I needed that.
Yes.
I needed that. And it was just so genuine. It wasn't like no phoniness. She didn't want nothing. She got her own. She didn't want nothing from me. Don't send me no money. Ain't asking for none of that kind of stuff. She just want to know how you doing today.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? And that was the best thing somebody said to you, how your day was. And it's like, wow, yo, like I get this every day though. Like I get this every day though.
I love this. And I want to highlight this. And I love hearing this in real time because I do my best to speak on behalf of men from conversations that I have with men. And I tell women, unlike guys, because y'all have to get in the gym, you got to get your money up, you got to get your swag, all this stuff, right? With women, we're like a perfume. We just have to be.
Wow,
We just
Right.
have to
that's
be,
it.
right?
Oh, well
Like she,
said.
what you say? Oh, thank you. She
I
didn't have
said,
to
well said.
oh, thank you. She didn't have to send you gifts. She didn't have to come throw her ankles in the air. She just showed genuine interest
Yes.
and was nurturing to you through the phone. And I think that that's something that they said, I love it. I love it. Oh, hey, love. It's something that women need to understand. When a man recognizes a woman's worth, which he has to be looking, because some men are not looking for the worth, they're looking for something else. But when he's actually looking, it's enough. Her essence is enough, as long as she's adding to his peace, adding to his joy, adding to all of those things. So,
Well, I just want to say one thing though. I just want to say one thing though. But it's not. It's the woman. But a man gotta understand. Like you can't be hard. Like if that's what you if that's what you like. Open up your feelings. If you gotta be if it's vulnerable, you go through a past time and it make a bring a tear out. Hey, let it go. Because that's what you want to be with. You can't be like that all the time with that person you want to be with. You got to show that vulnerable side.
Yes.
And like she bring that out of me. I'm super rough, but when I talk about stuff and I get emotional, I'll shed it because it don't bother me because I'm at that age. You can't fault me for nothing. These are my feelings. This is how I feel. And she bring it out of me, and I love it. Yeah, and she bring it out of me, so I feel as though if I want to cry, I can cry at any moment. If it's something bother me, and I'm like, babe, this is it is. I'm not gonna hide it back. She's not gonna judge me. She's not gonna tell me what to do, but she's gonna tell me her opinion on things.
I love that.
And I take it from that point on.
I love
that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's beautiful. There was a conversation I was going back and forth, and I thought, why am I going back and forth with this joker? But there's a guy on a podcast page, you know, the typical podcast, and this guy is like red pill to 10. And so he made some comment about masculine energy, feminine energy, as though feminine energy is bad. And I said, actually, a good percentage is 80-20. A masculine man, you want to have 80% masculine energy, 20% feminine, and with women, 80% feminine and 20% masculine. I said, because feminine is about being, masculine is about doing. So if you have a man who does nothing but do, he would never feel. And if you have a woman who's nothing but feeling, she would never do. So you have an unproductive, feelingless man. And there needs to be a balance. And I'm sitting here, he's trying to argue or what have you. But I said, if you don't have any feelings, you can't relate to a woman. And if you can't relate to a woman, she's not, I mean, after a while, sex might be great. You know, chivalry, great, you can protect me, but at some point we need to connect on a human level. And so, you know, just like with a woman, you don't need her to be a damsel in distress 24/7, like, I just don't know what to do. At some point, she needs to pick up and get in there and do what she needs to do. So we got to get rid of these stereotypes that if you're a man, you are stoic all the time and you're like the team man with no feelings.
That's not the case, man. That's not the case. Like you gotta let that you build up so much stress on yourself as a man doing that. Like you don't understand the happiness that you're not feeling. You gotta let that happiness come through. Smile, laugh. I don't care if you watch a movie and bring a tear to your eye. I don't care. It's just like you in that moment. That's how you love.
Yes.
And that's how I love. I was raised by women, but I'm also raised by the streets. But I also love women. I know what to do. Because like I said, I'm not going to jeopardize nothing I have over because I can't be sensitive or I can't show my emotions as a man.
Yes.
I'm going to show my emotions every chance I get. That way she feels secure about her way she can talk to me. Like he understands me. I can talk to him. He's not just dismissing me off about every little thing because he's so hard about this and that.
We just talked about that this morning.
But that comes from like life lessons too, though. Like individually, I had to date myself and know how I like to be dated before I was able to even entertain somebody like B. Like, you know, I had to say, okay, you know what? I like to go do this. I don't like yelling. I don't like fussing because, you know, previously I was married and I was with that person for 20 years. And the one thing that I would tell anybody is communication. That was the first thing I told him. If you don't communicate with me, it's never going to work. I'm not one of those people you can be like, give me like 5-10 seconds every 3 minutes. Now, we're not going to do that. You need to be able to tell me what's going on.
Yes.
You know, I'll give you a breather, but you have to tell me. And I love the fact that I saw layers of him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So women, in my opinion, will have patience if they see the effort that somebody is doing. But if you're just telling me, then I'm not going to reciprocate the behavior. And for him, he caught me in a very peaceful time when I'm just like, you know what, there's relationships where you don't have to argue. You know, you never have to yell. In my opinion, you can have a relationship where if people say ain't no such thing, it actually is. You know, we never had an argument. If we have a tit or tat for something about something, it won't be what people would think it would be for. It's not.
Yeah, it never
never.
escalate. Nah.
He could tell me I don't want you today, and I'm not going to go slash his tires. You know what I mean? I'm going to. I'm not going to do it. I don't do
Yeah.
jail.
Yeah.
And two, I believe that you have to let a person make a decision. If that person says they don't want you, you have to allow them to live in the space that they want. Now, it'll be his loss. Let me just say that.
Hello, somebody.
That it will be. That it will be. I know what I have. I know what I
I
have.
love
So
it. I
I'm
love it.
protecting at all costs.
But I would never do that.
Culture.
He knows.
Yeah. Yeah.
He knows I would never be like, I hate you, Emma. Like, I'm not doing all that crazy
No.
stuff. I'm not doing that. I think it irritates people that I just be like, oh, okay, that's what's
Right.
up.
It's
That's,
boundaries, though.
yeah.
You have boundaries for yourself and you have boundaries for your other person. I did a video this morning, live stream on YouTube. And unfortunately, it's a topic I have to do because I went through it and I see women who, when I talk to them, slide in their DM, they let me know the type of situations they're in. But there are a lot of people who are in abusive relationships.
A lot.
Some people, that's all they know. And so if the person isn't yelling and screaming, like you said, someone might be mad that you're so calm. It seems like you're apathetic, like you don't care. But the reality is you just have composure.
Yeah, I have
like when you see
composure.
a child wilding out and you're like, okay, I'll talk to you when you get up off the floor.
Yeah,
It's the same thing, right?
I'm gonna look at you like, you weird right now. Tighten up.
Slow down, baby.
You're making eggs, but you calm down.
You see? Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so we gotta jump back in your timeline. So those of you who just came on, we have Angel and Bryan, and they're telling their love story. They met on TikTok, y'all. And I have to say this.
Yes.
I know you cringe when you're like, oh, I gave away my age, but we got to do this unless you say you won't. But Angel, you got to tell me your age. And the reason why is because I have women daily saying, my time has passed. I'm 40 something.
Nuts.
I'm 50 something. I'm divorced. So please let the good people know with the good skin how old you are.
I am happily 46, honey, and I get better by the year. By the year. I started feeling more sexier and prettier the older I got. And has nothing to do with physical. It's just mentally just feel stronger. And decision make me feel like I can do anything. So it just made me feel like I don't really look at nobody else. You could be pretty, you could be pretty, you could be pretty, you bad, we all bad. I don't really care. I'm 46. I don't want to go back to being 21. I care nothing about that crap.
Hello.
I don't even remember my 20s. And in my 30s, I was lost. In my 40s is when I felt like I woke up. So yeah, I'm super happy that I'm
more comfortable in our skin, I think. Sorry, I'm going to cut you off.
No, but you're right though. And then when you find somebody that makes you happy, you glow, and it doesn't matter what. I'm telling you, if you look back at my pictures, and I'm a happy-go-lucky person, just in general, I'm a praying, saging soul. But if you look back, I'm always happy. But when you see me with B, when I started dating him, my skin looks different. Like, so people, when you allow love to come through, and it's right love, then it will be right for you. And it doesn't matter what age. I see people getting married at 70. I see people getting married at 60. I see people getting divorced at 50. Yes. And then starting over. It doesn't matter. If the person's wrong for you, they're wrong for you. And if the person is right for you, then they're right for you.
Right. No, I agree 100%. She said, you are speaking to my soul. You are gorgeous, beautiful couple. I love this.
Thank you.
We just
thank you so much
all the time, like on, celebrity platforms and things like this. And it's easy to go, oh, well, that's because she's the famous singer, or that's because he's a millionaire. That's what I feel like. Everyday love stories are very encouraging. I found love at 43.
I love y'all. Oh, I love y'all so much, honey. You got in that U-Haul. I was like, yes, honey, get in that U-Haul.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I got in the U-Haul? Yeah. Okay, wow.
When you pulled up, I was like, oh.
Honey.
Oh, that's, yo, y'all still being so crazy. I love it. I watched that so many times. I love it, yo. I love it, yo. I know that was you. Oh, wow, you're like a celebrity, man.
He is like the guy. He knows what he knew, and he did not care what I said. It was like, you're my girl. And it's funny because I always say this: if you don't like the person back, it's kind of creepy and stalkery. But if you like the person, it's so romantic. But he knew, like, day 2 that I was his lady, and he's like, it took you a while to realize I was your dude. He said, but once you caught up, then it was on. And
yes.
Wow.
And I can see that.
I finally got it
together like on a Saturday, and he was like, honey, we've been going together since Monday. Like, I already told my boys. I already told my mom. I was like,
You sound like her. He sound like her. He's like, oh, we've been together already. You just don't know. Like, oh, that was it. Once we spoke, that was it. You was mine already. I was just waiting for you to say that. That was it.
I was very upfront about it, though. Very upfront. Like, I was dating with a purpose. I'm going to tell you that because I don't like dating. And people can take my friendliness as flirtation, but I can be very direct. And I'm not like that. I just like people to feel good. But if I like you, I'm not wasting time, and I'm not playing no games. If you're indecisive, then you probably need to be to the girl sitting over there that needs free drinks, because it ain't.
She said no situationships for me. I get that too. I'll ask people, what's your situation? Like, I think I'm in a relationship. Honey, I told him I need a darn near certificate.
Right.
On this day. I mean,
we are together. That's me. At 2:59 a.m. on Wednesday, October the 3rd. You said,
I'm not, and that's part of the reason why I pushed getting us together, because we met online, right? And so I said, well, we're going to meet in person, which was going to be around a month mark. And I said, I want some really sweet, memorable thing where you ask me to be, you know, your girl officially. Like, I don't want to do this over Zoom. And so I was like, and I was in my head a little bit about people. And I'm like, how are you going to explain to somebody we go together and we haven't physically met? Like, that just sounds crazy. So I had a fantasy about, 30 days and we're going to be in person. And what happened was I slipped and almost said, I love you. Like, I was like, okay, this is bad. I'm already at this point. He's already at that point. So he was like, go on, girl. Like, let's just do this. So we have an actual date. So we have a month anniversary, and it's on the 22nd. I said, I need to know when, not just in general. We started talking.
Yeah.
The 22nd, we go together.
Right.
Okay.
Ours is August the 16th.
Yes.
To be exact. But I was not.
Yeah, I know.
Clear.
Okay. We grown out here. I was not one of the women. Listen, I like you a lot. Baby, I love you. I do. But if you want somebody else, then baby.
Yeah.
I'm a blocker. See, that's my thing. I'm a blocker. I don't believe in staying. Okay, and I know people gonna talk shit to me about this, but I don't care. Because he's such a friendly damn person. He'll be cool with everybody he met his entire life. I ain't one of those people. I don't have no purpose for you, meaning if I see him and I'm in love with him, there's no way I'm gonna be his friend. I'm gonna be real with it.
Come on, somebody.
I'm not gonna do it. And he was like, really? I was like, for what?
Yeah, if I'm not
I'm not gonna
you on to your next relationship, I'm not your friend. And I know when I see you move on, I'm not like, oh, yes.
You're not going to have these one night little 12 a.m. conversations with me. I miss you. No, we ain't going to do that shit. We're good. I wish you nothing but the best.
Nope.
And I'm going to go on about my business. I can't do it.
Cut. Yeah, I'll be like, friend for what? Because that's not your home.
Because I love you. So I can't do that. I can't do it. I don't know how. I just can't. I can't do it. I can't.
She said we go together real bad.
Real bad.
Bad.
Young Emma, what's that girl's name? Is it Young Emma? Okay, I done messed her name up, but it hurt.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay, guys, we're gonna bring you up to speed because I'll be pulling all the stuff out the conversation. So they met on TikTok. She is 46. You said, okay.
Mm-hmm.
She's not past her time. She found love at 46. She liked his post. He liked her post back. He steps up. He said, I'm stepping to her. He slid in her DM. They started off as friends. He didn't come on some sexual energy. Oh, I see.
Not at all.
No.
Not at all.
No. Got to know
We never
her.
even talked about it ever. We never even talked about sex.
Ever.
Ever.
Man.
Never. It wasn't even a conversation or thought of, because like I say, we had so much stuff to talk about. It was like, it was never a boring moment. It was just so much other stuff to talk about. Sex was like the last thing. I want to know about her.
Right.
At that, like, I want to know about her. I'll be FaceTime while I'm outside or I'm at work. We be FaceTiming. So it was just so much stuff to talk about. Now, that was the last thing. It's like I said, it was just an enjoyment of a breath of fresh air that had somebody that had a head on their shoulder that could talk about so many different other topics.
Well,
not just going to the club, or which I did last night, or what this person did. You talking about them? Nah, it was never like that. We were talking about future stuff, like what she wanted, what I wanted.
Peace.
Like peace stuff. And it was like, wow, like, all right. Like, and it just got deeper and deeper.
Sorry, I got to tell you this. When you're FaceTiming at work, in the words of Usher, you got it
Yeah,
bad.
yeah. Okay. I've been on the phone for 3 hours at work. Like, man, I'm like, what you doing? Typing. Typing, talking to you. I'm about to walk with my desk. Give me 1 second. I'm going to talk to my boss. I'll be right back. And the
That's
whole like, give me right back. I'm right back on the phone. I'm going outside
you
now. It was
gone.
constant.
You
Yeah, it
gone,
was
gone.
constant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep. And
So weirdo.
that genuine friendship is so important because, you know, not to bring in my situation, but I'm going to. But I
Yes.
found that the friendship is so important. You know, I had dated someone previously, and it was my first
Yeah.
time feeling like I was actually friends with him. We didn't work out because he ended up was a pathological liar, and I had a whole bunch of other stuff going on. But
That could be a
I
problem.
learned, you know what I mean? I learned
Yeah.
that friendship is so important. Like, yes, you have your chemistry and your romance, but the
Yeah.
foundation. And so me and my guy, we laugh until we cry. We genuinely like to share stuff with each other. You know, it's like
Yeah.
I would actually be your friend if I didn't have an attraction to you. Like,
Yeah,
you're an
exactly.
amazing person.
Exactly.
And I think that's so
Exactly.
necessary because you can't be in bed all day long. You can't be kissing all day long. You can't
No.
be kikiing all day long. So it's
Yeah.
like, you gotta have your friends.
Exactly.
Okay, so when did you guys discover? Well, I'm sure you had to do it right away, but what happened when you discovered how far you guys lived from each other?
Oh, that was day 3. No, that was a month after because we started talking, then we stopped talking. It was like, oh yeah, like we really didn't even have that conversation really. And then he was like, I'm sorry. He just popped back in the DM. He's like, I'm sorry. I just need to know where you from.
They're like, yeah, how far? Like, yeah, like, how far are you from me? Like, what's our distance?
Yeah, and it was like 8 hours, and he was like 8 hours. I was like, oh no, I'm grown. That's not a problem for me because I like long distance because I like to dip in and out.
I was never one for traveling out of my area. Like, I'm so used to going to New York and like stuff like that. 8 hours for me to drive down south. I was like, oh no, I'm not doing that.
I
Like,
think
that's
it's a
not
New York
happening.
thing. I know people who've never left their borough. I've heard stories like I've
Yeah,
never left
yeah.
my block. We have everything in our block. We don't need to go past
Exactly.
a
You see what I'm
certain.
saying? And if I was going on a trip somewhere, I wasn't driving nowhere far or like down south or nothing like that. That wasn't an option for me.
He said, "For what?"
Yeah, I wasn't for what? Everybody want to come up this way.
Not me.
We're like that in California too. I just obviously left California, but that's like, I mean, you're gonna come to California, so
Yeah.
we get spoiled. So you found out she was 8 hours, and what went through your mind? Were you like, well, that was fun?
Nah, actually, she jumped on me. To tell you the truth, like you better stop that. Like I ain't nobody. I was like, yo, because I don't like coming in my area. I don't trust nobody. She's like, boy, ain't nobody gonna bother you. This, that. She know what we gonna meet. Blah, 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 blah. So I'm like,
Sassy.
I'm
I
like,
like
nah. Then like a couple days later, we was talking. It's like, you know what? We gonna meet up. And
But it took months before we met up.
yeah, it took like what,
It took like 3 months.
like 3-4 months.
I'm shook.
Yeah, it was just straight conversations and
Straight
FaceTime.
talking.
Okay.
Straight. Like when I say conversating, like for 5 hours. I don't even like doing like, you know how everybody had an iPhone and y'all just be popping in people's lives and violating people's space. Like, you know, it was like that. It's a violation. I don't care what's happening. Ask me, am I not on the toilet? I would appreciate that before you pop your little head up on there. But you know, I digress. Okay.
I had someone join my live stream from the toilet and let us know which number was happening. And I was like, that is just entirely switch information. And then I have to tell you the story. I hope he doesn't kill me. I don't think he'll be bad if I tell the story. So my guy is not versed on social media. Like he has his whole TikTok thing and that's his deal. But he's literally that guy who's like, how do I press send? I mean, he's just not technologically social media, right? So I was doing a live stream with my girlfriend. And when someone joins, like when someone comes on right now, like I've seen a couple friends, oh, so-and-so joined. So I'll see the thing, it says so-and-so joined. So I knew that he had opened it. And so I said, oh, it's my honey, hi. He freaked out because he was in a very special place, you know, watching on his phone. And he was in his head like, am I somehow on this live? Like he thought he's on the live.
Oh God.
So he's just freaking out. He just shuts the app on. And I was like, I wonder why he's not responding and commenting and things like that. So he tells me later, I just had the biggest heart attack. I'm thinking I'm on camera. I was like, no, baby.
Somebody might have call me for the tissue. Like, this is a violation.
Yeah.
It can be, though. It can be. It can be a violation.
I said, no,
And
your name just popped up. That's all it was, just your name, and we just acknowledged you. But he's like, I didn't know I was on camera. I have had my camera come on. This was like worst nightmare ever of any content creator. YouTube just started a live stream. Like, I wasn't even anywhere near my computer. I was with my kids having a private conversation, and my phone started blowing up. Thank God some people have my text, and they were like, you're on live stream right now. There's no video. It's just the audio.
Wow.
Child, after that, I started unplugging everything. Like,
Can't trust nothing. Can't trust nothing.
government, this is government.
Unplug. I don't care.
Government.
Toaster.
Everything. Doorbell.
Oh my.
It all got to go.
That was horrible. That was horrible. Okay, so fast forward. You guys talked a couple of months. Where did you meet? Did you meet halfway? Did you go to one or the other?
The first time B came down here to North Carolina. Yeah, he came here
So
first.
chivalrous.
Mhm.
Okay.
He was so nervous. He was so
Oh,
cute.
Lord.
It was so
I
cute.
had to catch a flight down here, and I was so nervous. I didn't know where to meet her at. I got in the car. I'm looking around like, where's she taking me to?
Thought somebody was going to rob him. I said, boy, this is North Carolina. First of all, and I don't care if you know, but it is Cary, North Carolina. Okay, it is like.
He's thinking about the
Suburban.
stores in the South.
Yeah.
He was like, look.
It ain't nothing like home. It ain't nothing like home.
It ain't
It's
South
nothing.
Carolina,
Ain't nothing
which is
like
where
home.
I'm from, but it's very quiet, very quaint,
Okay.
but it's still cool because we're not far from Raleigh, which
Okay.
is actually what people would consider the city.
Yeah.
So I was like, child, baby, ain't nobody paying you no attention. They wearing their polos and their boat shoes. They ain't thinking about nobody out here.
That's like my friends. I have a friend who is from why is my mind going blank? Name some major New York cities. Not Brooklyn. Is it Brooklyn? No, I think
Brooklyn,
it's
Bronx,
Brooklyn. Yeah.
Queens,
So he's from the Brooklyn.
Harlem.
He's from Brooklyn. And so I was pumping gas, and I'm in Hollywood, and so I'm just car door open, chatting. He's like, "Keep your head on a swivel." He said, "There was someone on your
that word.
right."
We went
There was
home.
someone on your six. It was some homeless guy like walking
On your
slowly.
six.
He was like,
Yo, I just take it back to home. My home. I'm like, yo, you gotta keep your head on a swivel at all times. Look around. Stop looking one way.
My
You
God.
staring at the wrong thing. Keep around everything.
I was walking the streets like, I said, I want to hold your hand. He's like, no, I'm going to need my hand. I was like, well, should I be going home? What is happening here?
Can't hold hands out here. I gotta be a
It's a
point around here.
"Oh, different." No,
Yes,
I'm leaving my
yes,
door
yes,
open and all
yes.
that. They like, nah. Yeah.
I had to pull out my sage. I had to pull it out. I said, oh, no. Oh, no, no. No, 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 no.
He making out with you like this. Oh my God.
It was
Okay.
crazy.
So how was the first time? Because I posted the video
Honestly,
when we
the
met for the first
This
time.
time,
Mm-hmm.
what we went to?
Oh, the first time when we first got here?
Yeah.
The first time, as soon as he got here, we checked into the room. He stayed in the hotel. I still have my place.
You can't go past the first moment. How did it feel? Were you
the first
butterflies? Were you
time I saw him.
Oh, she already told, because she told me she was having on. She said, I'm going to have a long green dress on or something.
Ooh.
So I'm like, all right. So I'm walking, and as I'm walking, I see her looking at the thing, but I see what she got on. And I'm like, oh, that's her. So, and I
You
see
like,
like
that's
she got a
me.
lime green dress on, her white and lime green Air Maxes. We sneakerheads. So I'm like, and she don't see I'm looking at her already.
Okay.
And she saw me, she just ran to me. Like, we just like,
I said,
that's our very first time touching and everything. It's like, wow, she smells so good. She smells so good when I grabbed her though. Like,
You had
wow.
a flashback. I saw on your face. He just relived that whole.
No, it's just crazy because I just remember everything from what she had on, how she smelled, to like going to the truck and everything, like me looking around. It was just a whole new feel, It just felt something. It was something it just touched you. Like all these months, I'm finally here.
You're a real
Like I'm
person.
here with her.
Yes.
She's real. She's
Yes.
really real. I
Not
touch
the
it, I'm
street.
feeling her. I smell her.
Yep. It's just different. And I
Yeah.
honestly think that people have a better start sometimes when that's long distance because it forces you to have the conversation.
Yeah,
I remember talking
yeah,
to a guy and he always wanted to come over. And whenever he'd come over, we would never talk. And I'm like, okay, I like kissing you, but doggone, can I get a verb, a subject, something?
And
So
now,
anything. So
alphabet.
they said, love this for y'all. Okay, so you guys met. It was no weird energy. It was just like instant.
not
Everything was cool.
instant, like
Instant. But once I say I'm like on you, I'm never going to be uncomfortable. I'm like one of those people. Nothing never makes
Oh,
me like uncomfortable, and I would never do anything. I would intentionally go out of my way so you don't feel. I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, I'm this, I'm that. I'm just going to be like,
yeah. My
oh.
trip down here was like it was like it was nothing like I could complain about. It was nothing I had nothing bad to say. Like I went around everywhere. We did a little shopping. I bought our first pair of sneakers when we got down here. Like we went to the store, like and it was good because she ain't want me to do nothing before when I first got here, right? So we went to another store, and I'm like, yo, I gotta go to the bathroom. But she saw some things she wanted, so I went back to the store and got them without her even knowing. So
Bessie.
so we got in the car. I'm like, you don't ever. I said, if I ever want to buy you something, you don't tell me I don't want to buy you something. I'm gonna buy what I want to buy you.
I was like, okay.
Come on to yours. Come
And
on
I
to
said, I'm gonna buy
yours.
what I want to buy. You don't tell me what I'm gonna buy you. I'm gonna buy what I want to buy you. So I said, here you go. This I wanted you to have these. I think they're gonna look nice on you, and I got them.
I
She
said,
said have
okay.
several seats and lace up the shoes. We love
Okay,
that.
Daddy.
We love that energy. Men, if you're listening, sometimes you need to just tell us to hush and do what you're
Just
gonna
sit down.
do.
Yeah, like they're gonna say no all the time, but you know they want it. Don't take that no. Just do it. If you got it, that's what you really want to do out your heart. You're gonna do it. Don't go on her answer. Just go on your heart and
Thank
watch that
you.
and watch that smile come across and watch how much you love you gonna get.
I heard that.
All the hugs and kisses and stuff, man. Please,
And
I
that's my
love my
favorite
hugs
pair
and
of
kisses.
shoes.
And
When
he
she put
did.
them on, she like, oh, my baby
That's
got me these.
my baby.
Right, exactly.
My man, my man, my man, my
Yes,
man.
girl. Oh, my man. My man is equal to death. Honey. Okay, so I don't know if you were like me, but for me, I was counting down. It was like the clock was like, because I knew I had to go back at some point. It was like the worst feeling. Did you dread feeling like he was leaving, or were you able to just be in the
She
moment and enjoy it?
cried.
You did too.
I was a little teary up like that. It's like I really don't want to go because like you know we had so much stuff that was like it was just so much stuff I still wanted to do while I was here, but I know I had to get back to work, But I'm like I don't want to leave her, and I'm getting back on that plane right, man.
Maybe your heart in North Carolina. They said
Yeah.
y'all are
Yeah,
a beautiful
I was
couple. They're
sick.
enjoying y'all. It's
I was
hard.
sick.
thank you,
Y'all.
It's
thank you.
bittersweet because it's like you want to be in the moment and enjoy it, but at the same time, you're like, it's 2 days left, 1 day left, whatever. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
give us a timeline. Now you guys have had your first visit. You're like, this is real. This isn't fake. This is
Oh,
for
like
real, for
2
real.
months, like a month or 2 months
I
later,
would say a month later
we went to DC.
because DC is the middle for us.
So I
And I
drove to
love
DC.
DC. So
Okay.
me and my daughter go there all the time. So I was like, meet me in DC. He's like,
Like, here you go, got me driving now.
I was like, it's only 4 hours, dude. Like, get in the car. I said, the DC is a dope city. So if you don't like me, you can just go do other shit. You know what I mean? Like,
It is a dope city.
it's
Yeah.
dope.
She had one of the nicest hotels booked. I swear, man, it was
The Omni. I love the Omni.
The Omni, and watch. I swear, if anybody get a chance, you could do the suite and the Omni. Do it. It is magnificent.
Nice.
Like it was beautiful. The courtyard to
Oh,
the inside, just walking around to the hotel room. It was just beautiful.
well,
And
you
we
guys,
stayed at it for a couple of days, and we just enjoyed ourselves.
I
I mean,
love
that was one
that.
of the best times ever.
Did you see the comment? You guys have lunch for you in DC next time you go. This is one of my
Oh,
sponsors.
honey. Don't
Oh,
say anything about no food.
He loves
Okay.
spoiled people, and he's in DC, so he's not playing. Like he's
Wow, that's
spoiled.
cool. That's so cool.
We'll be down there this weekend.
Look at God. Look at God. So we'll have to see how you connect. So someone was just asking. She said she came in late. And where are they from? Where did they meet? So they met on TikTok. She's not from, but she was living in North Carolina, and he was in New York. And so we've gotten to the point they've had their second meeting.
New Jersey.
New York, New Jersey. Okay, they had their second meeting, and they're now in DC. So DC went great. You had great food. Love the Omni.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
So what happened after that? And by the way,
So
when did you initially meet? What year? I know you said August, but what year was this?
August of last year.
August
Okay,
last year.
August 2023 or
Yes.
This time,
2022. Okay.
today.
Yeah.
Today is the 16th.
Yeah, say 16. 4
This
more
is the
days.
anniversary.
Yeah, say there. Yeah, next week.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so precious.
Yeah.
So what was the
That's
next big?
crazy, right? We did an interview
Right.
today, right? Wow, that's
That's weird.
crazy. I
I tell
know.
him God always give us signs. He be like, he think I be doing voodoo. I was like, man, I'm trying to tell you, I'm
Yeah,
a sign.
it's too many stuff. It's too many stuff she do that maybe he's like questioning things that like it's unreal.
It's called the
Oh,
Bible and prayer.
that
Okay.
Yeah, but
part.
it's unreal though.
Yes.
It's just it is sometimes this thing unreal though.
Yeah. No, I trust me, I understand. We have moments we're really connected. Like I don't believe in telepathy, but it's weird how we'll be thinking of something so specific. Like it'll be
Right.
randomly we're thinking about mushrooms at the same time, or randomly thinking about what we have to do, and it's like I said, you might think I'm joking if I keep saying I'm talking. Like I remember when we first had it happen, I was thinking about tithing, and he mentioned tithing, and I was like, okay, this is weird, and it just kept happening and kept happening. And I think when you're really connected, you're just in sync with that person.
Your
You know
energy
Yeah.
will be fluent because, one, you're not lying to each other.
that
And
part.
energy don't lie. So I never have like a bad day. I never had to argue him about what we're
Yeah,
gonna eat
never,
at.
never.
You know, I never had to argue about,
What we gonna
anything.
do or
If I
anytime
take
we
extra
out, we don't worry about none of that stuff.
yeah, it don't never
That
be.
don't bother me because I'm so at ease. I've been through so much in my life already. Like I'm at that point, like I said, I'm just relaxed. I can sit back and it's like, all right, I'm gonna sit back down now. I'm gonna wait for you to do like today we was in the store. She said, "You ready?" I said, she walked off. I said, "No, I'm gonna sit right back in my chair because she ain't ready yet." You know, she took another 10 minutes.
Yep.
She said, "You ready to go right now?" I said, "You sure?" She's like, "Yeah." She walked off. I said, right back in that chair. She wasn't ready.
No.
I ain't saying nothing. She
No
said, "You
need to
finished
stress
now?"
it. Yep.
Yeah, I don't stress
Yep.
it because this is the more this is our quality time and this is she like to
Yes.
do. She do more than enough things I like to do.
I
So if she
love
want to go
that.
browse the store to take 20 minutes,
Yep.
do you? That's what y'all do.
Yeah.
Do you take your
And
time?
you pick and
So it don't
choose.
bother me.
Yeah, you pick and choose. My guy
Yeah.
says, there are little things here or there that maybe could be annoying or something like that. He said, but it's never to the level where it's like, oh, I can't stand this person. We
Thank
can't
you.
expect the
Thank you.
person to have every single quirk the same as us, but at the end of the day, we're respectful and we're loving, and you
Yes,
look at
yes.
the bigger picture. I think sometimes people get so caught up in the specific thing, they forget the big picture. Like the bridezillas you see, it's like they get so caught up in the moment of the wedding, they forget like I have a whole husband who I love and all this, and I'm just getting so caught up in the day. And
Right.
we have to remember like how it was being single or how it was in a toxic relationship. When you have someone
Yeah,
great,
yeah,
it's like,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
we're not going to nitpick every little thing
Every little
that
thing.
Right.
bugs you.
And experience new things together without making another person feel, so to speak, corny. Like we will do all kind of stuff.
I like everything corny now. I don't know. I'm like I didn't like nothing corny before, but I like everything corny so much now. I got down here. Anything you want to do corny? Come on, let's
I
do it.
love it.
You
He's
want to
like,
go
give me
canoeing? You want to
corniness.
ride? You want to ride the scooters? I never would do that in my life at home. I'm scared somebody gonna push me down and somebody gonna be behind me doing something.
Okay.
I can do all this out here. I can live my best life doing all this kind of stuff out here. I'm so free out here. You don't understand? I'm so free. I can do whatever I want. I ain't got nobody judging me. I ain't got nobody trying to run me down or nothing. I'm good.
I see matching sneakers in the future. I'm feeling.
Oh, that's all we do.
Yeah, we
We
do.
got some of these niggas already the same.
Yeah.
If I like something, I buy her the same one. She like it, she buy me the same ones. That's our
I
thing.
think
Like
you're there.
that's what we do.
Are we on matching pajamas for Christmas level yet, or where are we?
Oh, you know what?
Actually was our first. I had just got down here right before Christmas, so I had just moved. So we was like, I was in a transition of everything working out. Oh, but this year, oh yeah, we got everything work. Oh yeah, everything going down this year though.
Okay,
We want the
wait a minute,
pictures. We
wait
sending
a
everything out.
minute.
Yeah,
We gonna
yeah.
rewind because you just dropped some juicy stuff. So we went from DC, and then I heard, and I moved. So how did we go from DC to
Okay,
you guys a
DC
new
was my
zip code?
birthday. Okay, DC then it was my birthday.
We went to DC about 4 times. Like it was almost like a traveling date. That was our date time. We
Yeah.
were to spend 3 days in DC. And then after that we went to Vegas for his birthday. And then
Yeah, we had a great. Yeah, Vegas. We did it. We did it in Vegas.
We
We
was
did it
not
big in
playing.
Vegas.
We
We did it big
lived.
in Vegas.
We lived.
We went to Emeralds. We went to Chef Ramsay,
Every
Guy Fury, everywhere that had they famous restaurant. We went everywhere.
all of them.
Like,
That's my
and we
kind
stayed
of
at the
Vegas trip.
Venetian. Yeah, we stayed at the Venetian. And it was just like that was the best birthday ever in my life.
Taking you way out your bubble. She was like,
Yo,
forget these.
everything
You
I'm
gonna go to
doing
the
is
West
like
Coast.
out of my bubble. Everything is out of my usual. I'm down for it, but it's just like I got somebody I can really do it and
Yes.
enjoy it with.
Yes.
I can really go somewhere and we ain't no bickering.
Yeah. Isn't that
It's
the
a good
best?
time.
Yes.
Oh my God. If you
No
have not been
bickering.
in a relationship where you are nitpicked and every
Oh.
little, you could be in a cab ride and they're going to find something to fuss about.
They're
Like,
going to say the
people don't
cab
realize.
driver is your fault.
Because
you picked cab driver. It was like, it's an app. Okay? I didn't pick the cab driver, my friend.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
I have
But with
someone
him,
like that.
everything, but I'm so almost just like, I like to have fun. We're doing all of the Michael Myers, all of that testing.
Yeah, we
and
playing all through the
that stuff,
hotels and
running
around like
around.
little kids,
That's
man.
awesome.
I like all of that.
Just having a great time.
Well, I
All
love
of
this.
it.
You were a little birdie and she just nudged you out of your nest and now you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Yeah, I took that leap and I'm just soaring right now. I'm just soaring. I'm still high in the sky right now.
Fly sneakers. With fly sneakers. Okay.
But he got me out of mine too, though. He got me out. Like I was a very let me see. I love my home, so I like home. I feel like my home is a club, but I can get out when I want to get out.
Right,
I can
right.
have. I'm not like I'm never gonna be shy no matter where I go. Like I'm not that type of person, but I like being home. Like I like that. So he got me out of like enjoying my city, and I didn't even know it was that dope until he came.
Oh, I love this. Laura says he is so happy. I love it. Yeah, we could feel it coming out of the screen. It's awesome.
Thank you.
I'm telling you,
I'm like a little kid. This is probably like you say like feminine side. I ain't scared to smile. Yep. I ain't scared to laugh. I ain't scared to say what I feel. That's just me. You can't judge me. I know my place as a man.
Yes, black man.
And I know what I'm capable of doing, so I'm comfortable. So if y'all don't feel that love like I feel love, that's y'all problem, not my problem. Don't hate me because I'm happy. Don't hate me because I'm happy.
Your side teeth when you're grinning, you ain't grinning for real. Like I need to see the molars. I need to see tonsils. He said, "I'm smiling for real. This ain't no."
Yeah, it's no fake stuff. That's what we do, man.
I'm here for it. Okay, so bring us. We are now August, September, October, November, December. Oh wait, I don't know when you were in DC. When was this DC trip?
So DC, we just met there. I always lived in North Carolina. That was like our meeting spot. But he actually moved down here in November.
November, right after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you was here for Thanksgiving.
I came for Thanksgiving.
We're gonna do the math, y'all. Okay, September, October, November. I'm telling y'all, men know what I always say within 3 months. It's not an exact science. It's a rough estimate. They know. They might not propose, but they are going to at least make sure she knows we go together. We go together real bad. Okay? Yeah. So he not only said we going together, he said we going to live together. So they're in the same place. He has relocated. He knows. I
left my job. I left my full-time job, everything, making good money, left my job, left everything, just say, you know what? We're going to do this. And we're gonna do it. Let's do it. And I left everything. I left I left everything on my job. Left everything, and came out here on a humble on a love quest. On a love quest, and like it was like I knew everything was gonna be fine. It was just kind of rough of me just getting adjusted to this. Yeah. Exactly. It was a transition. Yep. But once I started working and moving around a little bit. I'm like, all right, shit, I'm good.
Okay.
she got me.
Are you able to walk?
And her daughter is so cool too, though. So you know,
yeah,
her daughter was like a big part of it too. Her daughter's a big part of like helping me out around and just talking and just being who she was because her mother. Yeah. You know, and that's part of that the good bringing she got up out of. Because they like some people don't want to talk, they want to be bothered. But she never did that. She never shut me down, never came out with no sideways. Just always kept it real with me and just always showed me love from the door. And so we just always connected from day one. We just connected. So
yeah. Well, I did see on your page she wished you a happy Father's Day. So I'm gonna say you have children as well, I'm assuming. B.
Mhm.
Yes, I
Okay.
have three. I have 4 kids.
Okay, you have 4. And how many do you have, Angel?
2.
You have 2. Okay. And I'm gonna put you on the spot, B. How old are you, if you don't mind sharing?
I'm 48, about to be 49 October 6th.
Yes, honey. Yes.
Okay, y'all have a 3-year difference too. I love it.
Yes.
I'm telling you guys, you are never too old to find love. You are never too old to
Nah.
have a fresh start. You are never too old to find your person. Pick up and leave your city. Look, I left California. People are like, why? Everyone here, why would you leave California? I was like, have you met him? Because
Right.
clearly he is worth it. You make me leave the ocean, the beach, and the 4 hours to Vegas and all that. He's worth it.
Ooh, yeah.
So
My sister lives in San Diego, actually.
Oh, okay, that's 2 hours. That was 2 hours from me.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful, beautiful area. So I did see something, glowing and sparkling over there. Did I see something on her hand?
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's a wedding ring for me proposing.
Oh, okay. So let's get to this story. How did we get to the engagement?
All right.
Oh,
It was just talk. It was a lot of talking, right? But it was like I knew what I wanted already, and it was just like I felt it. I don't know. It was just like we was talking, and once I went to go look at that ring, and I did it by myself. She had no idea what I was doing, no nothing. But when I went to go look at that, seen that ring, and I just saw her. When I saw that ring, I saw her.
oh,
It was like, like it just seemed like everything that it needed to be done.
yeah.
In my heart, it's just like I don't want to waste no time. I don't want to wait. I know what I want. I know what I have in front of me. I know what I have in front of me, and that's what I want. I don't want to play games.
Yeah.
I don't want to play house.
Yeah.
I don't want to play house. I want everything we do to be us. I want you to feel like you have me, and you ain't got to worry about me running away from you, and I got to worry about you running away from me because we love each other that much.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to build our brand. We want to build our company up. But we ain't gonna do this as separate. We're gonna do this as a married couple.
Okay.
And I trust you that much. I trust you that much, and I love you that much. So I want us. And I saw it, and she said yes, and I was like, let's go.
Men are not scared of commitment, because that's what I hear women say all the time. Men are just scared of commitment.
Men are scared of commitment when they out here still want to run the streets and do everything they want to do.
That part. That's what I was about to say.
When you leave those streets alone and you know what you got at home and you got that age, you like, man, I did X, Y, and Z, and I got somebody that really loved me,
Yeah.
and you can come home and you want to cook and you want to clean and you want to just be that gentle dude. What's out there?
Yeah.
At some age, you understand, ain't nothing else out there for you but people that want to hurt you and harm you.
Yes.
If you ain't find true love at a certain time, you the problem. Look at yourself. Reevaluate yourself. I had to do that. I had to do that before I found her.
Come on.
Don't make it sound. I want to be real. I didn't come in this like, oh, I was perfect. No, I had to get myself together before I found her. If I would have got myself together, I would have never found her because she would have dealt the person I would have been before. So I had to check myself first before I came in her world and disrupted her world.
Come on now.
You know?
Yeah.
And that made sense for me.
Yeah.
It made sense for me.
This is why honest conversation has to be had when you're talking to somebody, because and he didn't judge me either, but I always told him, when you're truthful about who you are, you never have to worry about covering up a lie.
Come on now.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, just tell the truth. And if a person really sees you, like, he done told me every single thing about him. He lived a completely different life than I did. I'm more of what you would call an L7. You know, we sit in the house, we get our perfect wine, we got our perfect pillows. He out here on these streets, he still running around here talking to his little fan clubs. You know what I mean? Like all of that stuff. You know what I mean? You know, and I respect that because he never lied. Like people pick and choose what they want to tell you. But I am also good at like, okay, I know you're not telling me everything, so I'm gonna wait until you start, and he'll slowly. And I love that about him. And people got to respect people change. Like people so good at. I remember when you was like this person. I remember when you was like that person. And if you don't allow a person to breathe, you're suffocating them. So you don't need to be in that relationship. Like you just don't. Don't be afraid of what the person is going to tell you, because then that means you don't love the person that you're with.
Hello. No, this is a fact. We said on day 2, we said, it's like, I'm going to show you everything. So let's get to the worst. Let's get to the things that we think would make us the least desirable. And for me, it's a relief. If I'm going to show you everything, I'm going to show you all my cards, and you still say, I still do with you. That's amazing because you don't. It's like walking around when your pants are too tight. You just can't wait to unbutton them. You
Yeah.
know, you from jump, you can
Like,
just
it's
unbutton
like
the
a
top
woo
button.
side, like a big woo
Yes.
side. Like, I got it out the way now. She noticed, and she's too good with it. Then we could go from there.
That part.
But it's the point of you keeping what you said. Keep who you are. Don't go back to that.
Yes.
Keep your word about that,
Yeah.
though. Don't just say it just to be saying it, but stand up to it 100%, though. That's the point.
Y'all got people
Don't put
crying.
a front on it.
She said, real tears, people, real tears. Lord, it exists, real love. And this is exactly why I wanted to do this. She said, I see what you're doing
That's
for others,
so
Lord.
cool. That is so cool.
We need this every now and then because there's so much red pill content. There's so many man eaters out there. People who are just spewing stuff on the timeline. You just get toxic stuff over and over again.
Yeah.
Not only do I want to show love, I want to show black love.
Constant thirst trapping. And I'm not knocking no man or no woman for getting their money and doing what they have to do. But let's be real. You know you're not doing it by yourself. If you're not doing it by yourself, if you're doing it by yourself, then say you're doing it by yourself. Yeah. But people don't like to acknowledge or give other couples credit and say, you know what, y'all look good together. Yeah. You know what, I'm doing my thing. I appreciate you, sister. I appreciate you, brother. Like, I will never be on somebody else's, or I will always, let me just say this, I will always celebrate the couple first before I separately will do somebody else, because you're thirst trapping at that point. And I think when people learn how to actually start to relate in that, then they'll understand, man, this is beautiful. Yeah. You get this couple, you get this couple.
And plus you learn from all that stuff.
Yeah.
I learned so much stuff like the TikTok couple. You learn so many different things about what they like to do and other little spots. And this little thing, as a man, we got to stay on our P's and Q's. Like, I want to do everything different. That's why I don't like to go eat the same spots. I'm always looking up new spots to go eat at, do little different things, and take a little hour ride somewhere, half an hour ride. It's just that moment in the car playing the CD, playing your music, vibing, singing.
He said an hour ride. You converted him all the way. He said half hour to an hour.
He be like, it ain't down the street. Now he be like, no, let's just ride. We'll listen. Our date night is listening to music. Like, we'll go riding. Just go ride.
Yeah, ride and just find somewhere to eat at. And we have a couple of drinks and eat and find somewhere good. We're going to burn in the hole for a little while until we get tired and we find somewhere else.
I love this. He said, this is beautiful. Hopefully I can find love again. You have to keep this mindset, and I promise you I won't keep you. I know you're an hour later than me. We'll get your proposal. Okay, just let me know. But, we have to remind ourselves that love is possible, because if we close ourselves off and truly believe that, that's what starts to manifest. The Bible says, speak those things that are not as though they already are. And I believe it's really true about hope. And, it's hard for me to encourage someone and make them feel hopeful. It's just not something I could do even as a coach. But I have to tell people, you have to rebuke those thoughts that come. If you feel like I'm never going to find someone, then you're not going to find someone. If you think that all men are dogs, you're going to approach all men as though they are dogs.
And that man, you will.
If you think all American women are trash, you're going to keep finding the garbage on the streets of America. But if you believe, there was a line that somebody had said, say this affirmation, and it said, the partner I am searching for is also searching for me. And I wrote it down by hand, and I put it on my fridge. And every time I walk by, I would say it. The partner is searching for me. I'm searching for me. And when I want to go on jacked up dates or talk to they wouldn't get the dates anymore. I got so good, they wouldn't get past the phone call. So I would have phone calls that would stress me out, have me irritated, like I done wasted my little energy, and then I walk
put on my cute top.
But I knew already, like me, when I first, I said, I said, who I'm meant to be is not out here for me. I knew, me living in New York all this time, I knew I've been here, I did this, I'm that person, I did this. I'm like, my person wasn't out there for me.
Yeah, California, they weren't in California for me.
But you know what it was? I had to change myself to really find that person. If I would say that person, I'd have found every person I wanted to be out there. But I was that bad person. I would have found every one of those, and it wasn't ever going to be right. Once I changed me, I found that person like,
you got you an angel. See what I did there?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Exactly. I ain't want to sound corny, but exactly. I found my angel.
Yes.
That I did. I did.
That. So how did you pop the question? I want the deets. Don't spare any details.
Really? It was simple. Because we went to North. We went to my daughter's house. house. Me, her daughter. We went out there for the weekend just to hang out. And we just went to a lot of different little spots. We went to this little
I forgot this restaurant, but it was dope.
there's a
though.
restaurant in a little vineyard thing with a bunch of roses and flowers and stuff. So we
Aw.
hung out for a while. Then we got to my daughter's house, and it was like I don't want nothing all big, but it was just like me and her daughter. I pulled the ring out, got on my knee while my grandkids and her daughter's out there, and just asked her to marry you. And the neighbor next door was like, "Wow!" They started. The people next door was like, "Wow, okay." They were just like real private, but I
But you
don't.
had
I'm
people you
like,
cared
I'm
about
shocked.
there.
I'm real shocked. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
But it was the first time that I also met his entire family.
Yeah.
Like it was like
She met all my family
a
now.
whole
Yeah.
thing. It turned into like, oh, okay, now I'm gonna meet your grandma, and now we're gonna go down to where your dad stayed.
Yeah, my Atlantic City. Went to Atlantic City. My
and we went
dad. I
down
stayed in
there.
Atlantic
Like,
City.
it
I was
turned
my
into
dad.
a whole
Anyway.
Aw.
meeting everybody. It was
It was
really,
Yeah,
really dope.
yeah.
Like, I
The Prince
said,
tour.
Yes.
out of the blue
Yes.
too. We were just
Yeah,
random.
it was just like, all right, let's go.
Let's go this weekend.
Yeah, we just took that ride and we was out.
So when did you guys get engaged? What month?
When was it last month?
Last month?
It was last month.
I don't remember the date.
Oh, 3 months ago.
Gosh. Okay.
Yeah, 3 months ago. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 3 months ago.
Yeah, and we
exactly.
get married August 31st.
I love that. Okay, you guys have to promise me that you will send me a photo when you get married, and we can put you guys up in the
I
story.
was gonna send you all kind of
Oh,
stuff.
I love that.
I wish
I
you was
love
out
this.
I wish you was there. Get out of love for you and your husband that come through. I swear.
I mean, if y'all want to come down here,
I wish I could have.
because it's a dope spot. It's going to be
It's very
pretty,
nice. It is very nice.
Look,
Yeah.
pretty dope.
And we
send
did
us
this in
some
3
tickets. We
months.
might have to pull
We did this in
up. Look.
3 months. 3 months we did this wedding.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yes. 3 months we did this.
So wait.
And
It's what date is it?
next 2 weeks from now,
August the
August
31st.
I was like, you said August. I'm like, wait, we're in August. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So
Yes. It wasn't no game.
I was
Yes.
on the webinar that day,
Yeah.
so I know exactly August 31st.
No, we did everything that fast. Yes.
I love this. You guys, I'm telling you, when you know. Can you drop some hearts for them, you guys? I want you to flood it with hearts.
Thank you.
I'm gonna be honest with you. When I invited her, I think we had said like 3 things via text, and I was like, oh God, what if they don't have, camera presence? Meaning, some people will give 1-word answers. Yeah, and I was like, I might have signed myself up for something.
Now we're
Y'all
gonna talk to. We're gonna talk to.
you.
We're gonna talk to you.
You have the energy. I love it.
Thank you so much.
I'm gonna give 3 people a chance to ask a question. If anyone has any questions, you have like 30 seconds to write it.
No problem.
Put it in the little question bubble. It has a little question mark and a little talk bubble. The first 3 questions that come up in the queue, we will ask them as long as they're not too personal, and then we will let you guys go on your way. Comment yes if you guys want more of this. I'm gonna do a love story segment if you guys are into this, so comment yes if you're feeling it, and then we'll do all the different love stories, because it's nice to hear how people met each other and all that jazz. So it'll be interesting to see. But yeah, I want to know. I want to post you guys up for your wedding. That is so cool.
Yes,
you got your dress.
we love that. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're totally prepared, love. You got your dress and your heels, and are you wearing sneakers?
We're doing a sneaker ball.
It's a sneaker ball.
I love it.
The wedding is a sneaker ball, so everybody wearing sneakers. Yes. Black and white with the best sneakers.
Okay, I'm with it. My auntie had her 50th, and that was my first sneaker ball I went to, and it was so nice as a woman to be comfortable, and I get to dress pretty, but I have my comfy shoes, so I was with it.
Yes.
Okay, they are saying yes. Well, I wish you guys nothing but the best. We didn't get the questions in time. There's a little bit of a delay on Instagram, so if they did send it.
No problem.
But shout out to you guys. This is Angel and Bryan, our first episode of A Love
Thank
Story.
you. Thank you.
Anything
Appreciate
you
the
guys
love.
before you go?
Just keep your mind and your heart open, man. I don't care what age you are. Just if you're serious about it, just stop everything and just put your heart into it, and don't let long distance bother y'all. Because it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Take that chance. Move. Go. Because home is always going to be home. You can go back there anytime. But your love life and your soulmate ain't always going to be there. So you go ahead and follow your heart.
Yeah.
We ain't young no more. So let's make it happen.
Yes.
I almost said something inappropriate, boy. I almost said something inappropriate.
Stop.
What I would say would be don't always go for what you used to, because if you keep doing the same thing, you're going to get the same results. So that goes for your job, that goes for your friendship, that goes for your relationship. And for me, stepping outside of that and putting God first, and then allowing a person to be themselves, and me not judging, got me the love of my life. So
I love this. Well, thank you so much. You guys do me a favor at the very end, because I might use an image. I want you guys to lean in together, so you're coming into space, and just hold it for a second like I'm taking a photo, because I want to be able to do a screen record later. Perfect. You guys are good. It was almost like we rehearsed that. Thank you so much. It allows me to find the still that I want. All right, guys, have a good night. Thank you for letting me hold you for an hour.
We appreciate you so much. Man. It was so cool. My first interview. Wow, that was so cool. I never had one in my life.
Y'all saw him here first.
Yes,
you did.
Yes, you killed it. You
Thank
killed it.
Thank you.
I said hello as
Yes,
well.
tell them I said hello.
I will do. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye.